My name is Rich. The first thing you see in my channel, you review cartoon series, anime series, or something completely random. And today we're going to talk about season 1 of King Cosmic, created by Cracker Kraken. And that name sounds familiar. It's because the guy who created the Powerpuff Girls, Yonder More Yonder, and Foster Imaginary Friends. These shows show how talented Cracker Kraken really is because the guy understands how to create cartoons. He understands how the music, character design, story. He knows everything how it works because the guy has a lot of experience. Especially this cartoon because it follows the two genres Cracker Kraken is very good at: superheroes and on space. Because in all three cartoons you see, yeah, he's the well-known idea of those genres. He's his favorite genres, and this combined the two ideas create a very unique story. It's all about this character called Kid Cosmic, kid who is an orphan, had to live with his grandfather because his parents passed away. He always sort of goes on his own imagination, becoming a superhero. He wants to become a superhero so badly. The reason why he wants to is because he wants to raise his reality, because he doesn't want to face his parents passed away. So his grandfather sort of enthusiastically helps him and make his world a reality a little bit to accidentally find 5 special rocks who actually have special abilities that he finally Kid Cosmic can become a real superhero and defend the planet. But unknowingly, these special rocks actually are a threat because every single alien out of space wants him because of how special ability it actually has. So it's Kid Cosmic's job to find the perfect team to take each alien down. But the only problem is, every member he chooses by accident or on purpose are not trained professionals. They're basically average Joes. But the bit that Kid Cosmic believes in them, but at the same time, the kid, he's not experienced. He's a child. He doesn't really know the dangers he put the group in because he just want to escape. He thinks it's the greatest thing in the whole world. Yeah, I don't blame him. All the special abilities, you see them, are fun and great. Especially they're sort of cliche, like there's one ring can actually make you doubles, one ring can make you big and huge, one ring to help you to fly around, another one can actually see the future, and etc. Understand which ring can actually do, but at the same time, none of them knows the extent of the ability of the ring. Can you combine them? Can you use them separate? You need to use separate. You have a lot of questions, but the only problem is the team doesn't really know what to do with them, especially where a lot of aliens trying to hurt them and take the rings away from them. So you see this sort of bubbly, kind of crazy battles, but winning the team by accident because, once more, they have no instructions, so they're going blind. Now, characters themselves, like Kid, he is technically the main character in the group. It's his story, his dream become a superhero, but the sad part is, he's not good at it. You see him sort of struggle. Every time he thinks he has a successful battle, he doesn't win it. It's his team win it. Every time they do something individual, he fails. And I think that's the best part about the series. You see Kid sort of realizing, yeah, I have to stop being delusional. This is getting more dangerous. He wants to be successful. He wants to be the best. This is his second chance to be happy, but every time he fails, you feel it. You want to hug the kid because he is really trying. And also, he also could be annoying, but luckily they know how to write this type of character, so he's never is. You just feel sympathetic with the character, especially he thinks he's the main leader of the group. Actually is Joe. Joe is basically the only teenager in the group and the only one who has common sense, because Joe sees the situation and sort of thinks, oh, we have to run away and re-strategize. The one who keep kind of coaching Kid, like, you think it's a good idea or a different idea. And I love it that Joe is sort of a big sister to Kid, because she really does care about him, but at the same time, she's worried about him and hurting him if not thinking things through. And you also have Kid's grandfather, Papa Joe. Joe is sort of an old, wise old man who kind of kooky and free-spirited, but also very protective of the group. He always trying to give advice, always trying to push him to the next level, a very positive way. And you like Papa Joe. Papa Joe is one of those people that he's kind of crazy, but you like the old man. He has that sort of spunk. And now you also have our fourth member, Rosalita, who is basically a 4-year-old child who has probably the most powerful ring of all the group because she could grow bigger and super huge and nothing can actually hurt her. Basically, she's the tank of the group. But I love it, she doesn't know what to do because she's 5. The only thing she wants is to play. She's very a wild card kind of character, but at the same time, she's never mean-spirited. It's just she's a child. Yeah, I love it. They put that very on the story. Like, keep remembering, she is a child. She is not this special person. She has this sort of luck in the most powerful ring of the group. Now you also have the 5th member, the cat. Tuna. He basically sees the future and that's it. He's basically a mute character, but you see him flashbacks and the things he reacts. He does love the team, especially Kid. Every time he sees something bad happening to the kid or the group, the cat steps in and sacrifices himself every single chance he has to protect the whole group. And I love this sort of bunch of crazy people who are very different because you read enough comic books, the best team is the team who are not the best. They're always trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. We should try this or try a different way. But once more, that's what makes a good comic book and a good team is because they're so different. Their special abilities are just so unique. Especially, I love the focus of each power ring of each character kind of reflects their personality. One of the great examples is Joe, who wants to leave the town, always trying to figure out how to get out because the town is boring and quiet in the middle of nowhere. But once more, it reflects the Joe that she wants to leave because her ring can teleport any place she wants. So once more, that's sort of clever. Like Uncle Joe, the same thing. The guy wants to make everybody happy. He's trying to fix so many things. The power kind of make him to be so many places at once. Rosalita, the same thing. That she hates people treat her as a small child. And once more, her power kind of reflects what she is. She want to be big and strong. And Kid also, he want to be free and wild and do anything he can. That's why he can fly. That's why I love each ring represent the character perfectly, especially all the superhero reference. If you probably miss if you don't know, especially comics. I do not mean superhero movies, comics. They do help, but it works more if you understand comics better because they do a lot of throwaway references because the rings are basically a reference of the Green Lantern. In fact, one of the aliens do look like one of the characters from the Green Lantern comic book. So yeah, that's the extra plus if you know comics. Now, this show is sweet and dark because Kraken knows how to write a very fun, chill kind of show, especially his music combined with the animation because the music is great. It's one of the music sort of rock, kind of pop between 1950s and the new modern 80s kind of rock, but also kind of leans to sort of banjo sometimes, depends on the mood of the show, but it fits so well. I love the soundtrack. Every music they chose is perfect. Always sort of this mellow song out of nowhere kind of place because you are out of nowhere, and that's why I love Cracky. He knows what music, what art style, what kind of theme works with this type of show. Especially his character designs are very unique and different. He usually uses the same art style, but you never really forget his art style. If he does his own thing, you recognize, yeah, this is Kraken style. It's just simple comic book sort of way of drawing. It just pops out and sticks to your head. Now, anything bad about this series? Well, maybe one thing, yeah, I mentioned before, a Putty Kid himself, he could be annoying, but once more, the writers understand the character super well. They don't need to focus that. So once more, everything is just good. Especially how the very unique villains they keep making and all the cliche of superheroes you understand in the comic books are here. But once more, pulled off super well. He also understands this sort of a self-aware idea, and especially how they actually use sort of a kind of first-person perspective, sort of a found footage film, because that's part of this show make it so unbelievable great. Besides the two superhero and outer space genres, it's sort of the found footage sort of genre, because Kid is trying to record all the superhero moments on his camera. Every time they are action or sort of drama, they use the camera perspective super well. I think one of the most funniest way they did it is basically running away from the aliens outside of the diner, but use it Kid respective view. You just see his arms and everything was moving back and forth. You see the danger. Yeah, I love that. I love that sort of camera perspective. Now, I have one question to ask you. Do you love this new series? Do you hate it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.